In April of 2016, I was diagnosed with having ocular melanoma, which is a very rare type of melanoma. People think of melanoma as being just skin cancer. Normally that's the most common, but in my situation, it started in my left eye. And I didn't know, and this is how I found out that I had something was wrong. So let's say you put your hand over your eye. Well, I'll do this one since I can't see. Okay, so the doctors had me to look up, down, here, and when I looked this way, there was a shadow, a black shadow that came over. And that's when I knew something was wrong. And then they told me, it says, hey, you have a tumor in your left eye. And I was like, oh, okay, kind of in shock. I went there by myself, which was, in hindsight, I should not have done that. There was a lot to deal with. So I went there and then I actually talked to him. He was like, hey, we're going to have to remove your eye. He kind of said it like that. And I was like, huh, what? No. There's gotta be some radiation or something. He was like, do you wanna live? I said, of course I do. Then we need to remove the eye. And April 21st of 2016, I had my left eye removed. What you see now is an actual prosthetic, an acrylic prosthetic I have. So it's been a journey from 2016 until now to know that I have stage 4. It's metastasized into my lumbar spine. And you hear stage 4, you're like, I'm pretty much screwed. My life is over. But since I've gone through this journey, I realized that it's not. It is tragic, but it's not the end of the world. I'm still fighting, I'm still living. I have no choice, do I? What are your choices? Give up? No thanks, I'm 47. I'm trying to make it a little farther in life than 47. When I was diagnosed by the VA in El Paso, they were initially scheduled me to go to a treatment, Texas Oncology. And I weighed the options of there as opposed to somewhere else, right? I got second opinions at other places. And when I came back with the same conclusion, I was like, why would I go to El Paso when I live in Las Cruces and there's a cancer center local? My support system's here, and it makes it easier for me to be able to get back and forth. And the doctor I have now, Dr. Potty, he is amazing because he tells me point blank, what are my options? How do I get past this? How do I move to the next part of my life? And he's been there step by step from the beginning. He laid it out and said, hey, this is how it's gonna go. This is your options, this is your choices. But he told me to live your life. It's still yours to live. I have pain daily. I'm prescribed medications. I've had radiation treatment. And then I get the results of an MRI and a PET scan. If you've ever been into that machine, it is the most constricting, claustrophobic thing in your life. And it reminds you that you're in it for a reason. It's like, you have cancer, and this machine's gonna tell you, is that treatment that you're getting every 2 weeks or 12 days straight, is it working? Has it spread? Those things go through your mind every day. And then of course the question that you always ask yourself, at least I do, is like, why did this happen? What could I have done to prevent this? Is it something that I didn't see earlier that happened? Or was I in denial? Did I knew something was wrong? Or just, it's a daily battle of like, what happened to my normal life? Make sure you have a good support system with you. And the thing about, I guess, men that we always like, part of us is like, hey, I can't seem weak to the outside world, and you keep things in. And I learned that a long time ago. If it bothers you, don't hold it in, let it out. Voice your emotions, whether they come out good or bad, let them come out. Say to yourself, hey, at this time, I need a support system. Cancer is like the thing no one wants to hear. I mean, there are other tragedies in life, but cancer hits you directly. It's you. It's in you. It's always been there. It's just whether or not it showed up one day and says, hey, I'm taking over. And then the thing I say is that, are you gonna let it take you over? Are you gonna give up? Or are you gonna continue to fight until you can't? If you let the bad take over, you'll never have good days again. You'll just wallow in pity. And that is one thing that I would tell anyone, don't pity yourself. Don't. Fight. Keep going. Live.